Hello everyone, welcome to the Jennaize podcast. This is going to be the first video on my podcast channel, my podcast YouTube channel. I'm posting this also on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, so wherever you want to watch your podcasts, they're going to be on all three of those. So welcome to the Jennaize podcast. I think for my first podcast, I wanted to make it about me and getting to know me and getting to know everything about me. So if you want to know that, you can watch further. You might know me from my ASMR videos. I'm Jennaize ASMR on YouTube. On YouTube, I also have my regular Jennaize YouTube where I post like gaming content right now. I have Jennaize VODS where I post my Twitch stream VODs every day. I stream on Twitch every day. And I also have Jennaize Longplays on everything I post every day. Besides my podcast now, I don't know how often I'm going to post. I'm going to have regular Jennaize right now, this one, and then ASMR Jennaize podcast. So if you would rather watch the podcast in ASMR, I'm going to make just like the exact same video but in ASMR. So if you want to watch that, you can watch that instead if you would prefer ASMR. If you want to watch it when you go to sleep, whatever you would like. But on everything I have, I post once a day right now, and on Twitch I stream every day. But I think for the podcast I won't do them every day since they're going to be longer and more in depth, so I don't know how often I'm going to post the podcast right now. I want to say maybe every 2 weeks. I think that's a good amount. I see a lot of other podcasters doing it like that. Like some people do once a week, some people do every 2 weeks, some people do every month. So I don't know for sure yet, but I think I'll maybe do it 2 weeks. But what was I saying before that? We have Jennaize Longplays where I'm posting over 1 hour videos of long plays that I do. So I'm doing that every day too. So on YouTube, we're gonna have Jennaize ASMR, Jennaize VODS, Jennaize Longplays, Jennaize Podcast, and Jennaize ASMR Podcast. That is 6 YouTube channels. That's crazy. Go subscribe. I also am posting on Instagram, Twitter, or X, nobody really calls it that though, Threads and Bluesky and Pinterest, TikTok. I think I already said Instagram. What else is there? All the social medias, I'm posting on all of them every day. So I've been trying to post for ASMR and my regular just Jennaize. I've been trying to post once a day, just like a regular video, and also one like short reel TikTok. So then I'll post that on shorts on YouTube, and then reels on Instagram, TikTok, and then I'll post the shorts that I do on Bluesky and Threads and Twitter and everything. So I've been working hard lately, and I stream on Twitch every day. So if you like any of those things, if any of those things sound good to you, you can go subscribe elsewhere. But this is the Jennaize podcast. Jennaize is pronounced Jen and then Eyes. My name is Jennifer, but people call me Jenny. And when I was going through like names, like to pick a screen name, I didn't know what to do, and I went through like every version of like Jenny and Jennifer, like things that would be cute with it, but I didn't know what to do. And what I did find, like ones that I thought were really good, some people like took them. Like I needed one where nobody had it, like across all platforms. Like some of them I thought were really good, but like one person had taken that username on Instagram, or one person took it on TikTok. So before I picked a name, I had to look on every single platform to make sure that nobody took that name. So I chose Jennaize. I thought it would be cute, and it's like my name, Jen, and then eyes, and just something cute at the end. But I also think of it, I think I said this in my Jennaize ASMR video where I said that I changed my name, because before that all of my names were just my full name, and my ASMR one was just Jenny ASMR. So when I changed it to Jennaize ASMR, I made a video about it, and I think in it I said like customize, like I'm making everything about me, Jennaize, customize. So customizing everything with me, Jennaizing everything. So I thought that was cute, so I hope that you like that name too. But yeah, if you would like to call me Jennifer, you can, but most people call me Jenny. So if you want to call me Jenny, not Jennaize, you can do that. And I am 25 years old. My birthday is in December. It's December 15th, right in the middle. And so I'm a Sagittarius. And we are going to go through some get to know you questions that I looked up. I've got this whole list of them, and also like favorites questions, because I thought those would be good ones too. So I wanted to do the first one because I took pictures of all these books. So my favorite TV show is One Piece. It's an anime, and me and my husband watch it together, and we also read it. We're caught up on the manga, so I guess my favorite book would also be One Piece, even though there's so many volumes of it. I'm just gonna put it in general. One Piece is my favorite book, my favorite manga, and One Piece is my favorite TV show, my favorite anime. And we watch it together. Even though it's long, you should watch it because it is really good. But I took pictures of all the books he has on his bookshelf out there. So that's another thing about me. I'm married, if you didn't know. We got married in October of 2023. So on our 3-year anniversary, we started dating on October 27th, 2020. So then we got married on October 27th, 2023. So we got married on our 3-year anniversary, and now it's almost been 2 years, coming up on 2 years married, 5 years altogether. So that's cute. But out there he has a little bookshelf of his little knickknacks and figures and books. So he wants to collect all of One Piece, and then we're going to get the first book, the first volume in every show that we watch. So these are all the shows that we have watched so far, and he has them in alphabetical order. So A Sign of Affection, Attack on Titan Junior High, Black Clover, Bocchi the Rock, Chainsaw Man, Cherry Magic, 30 Years of Virginity Can Make You a Wizard, Demon Slayer, Dr. Stone, Fairy Tale, 100 Years Quest, Fire Force, Frieren Beyond Journey's End, Full Metal Alchemist, Fruits Basket, Given, Jujutsu Kaisen, Konosuba, God's Blessing on This Wonderful World, and Konosuba, An Explosion on This Wonderful World, Mob Psycho, My Dress Up Darling, My Hero Academia, Orange, Ouran High School Host Club, Sailor Moon, Rent a Girlfriend, Sasaki and Miyano, Spy Family, Sword Art Online, That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, With a Dog and a Cat Every Day is Fun, Your Lie in April, Zom 100 Bucket List of the Dead, and then he has Naruto as well. Naruto's the one we're currently watching. So all of those we've watched all the way through up until, some of them are finished, but some of them aren't. So we've watched all the way up until where they're finished. And then Naruto, we're currently watching Naruto right now. We're almost done with it. And then we'll watch Boruto after that. Then there's also a Naruto spin-off with Rock Lee, so we're gonna watch that. And then another one we just recently watched was 365 Days to the Wedding. He doesn't have that book yet. But those are all the shows that we watched so far. So One Piece is my favorite. And then I would say my second favorite is Sailor Moon, because I watched that when I was younger, when I was a kid. You know, I would rent it from Family Video. So I really like that one. And then I would say Fruits Basket. I really liked that one. I was obsessed with it when we first watched it. I just wanted to keep watching it. Like, I didn't want to stop. I needed to know what happened. And then same with Dr. Stone. I just like need to know what happens. I want to know what's gonna happen. And the rest of it isn't out yet with Dr. Stone. Like, at least Fruits Basket was done, but Dr. Stone is still coming out right now. I'm like, I need to know what happens right now. That's another one we need to get him the book of. We just finished up until where it is at, My Hero Academia Vigilantes. So it's different from My Hero Academia. We're watching Vigilantes and we just finished it. And that one, I want to know what happens. So yeah, those are all the ones that we have watched. They're all good. But those would probably be my top 4, but they're all really close together. Like, really close, because I like them all. And then I wanted to say my favorite game. My favorite game is Animal Crossing. I like all of the Animal Crossings, but if I had to pick one, I would pick New Horizons, and then I would say New Leaf, and then Wild World, and then Pocket Camp, and then City Folk, and then I don't think I've played the others. But Animal Crossing is my favorite game, but Splatoon is a close second. I've played all 3 Splatoon games. So, and I've been playing Splatoon a lot more recently. I am almost caught up to Animal Crossing in hours. I have 2,000 hours on my Switch in Animal Crossing right now. But Splatoon 3 is very close. It's like 1,800 hours. So, getting up there, very close to Animal Crossing. But I would still say Animal Crossing is my #1 favorite game, and then Splatoon. But they're very close too. I've been loving Splatoon a lot recently. Other games that I've played on stream are The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Unpacking, Alba, A Wildlife Adventure, The Outbound Ghost, League of Legends, Suika Game, Pokemon Scarlet, A Short Hike, Princess Peach Showtime, Yoshi's Crafted World, New Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Shield, SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, Spyro Reignited Trilogy, Sega Genesis Classics, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, Mario and Luigi Brothership, Cozy Grove, What Comes After, The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Super Mario Odyssey, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, WarioWare Get It Together, and Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, and Sonic Mania. And I have so many more games on my Switch that I haven't played yet. I have so many games like already bought that I haven't played yet. But I need to, but I want to finish the games that I have like physical copies of first before I start some new games. What else did I have written on here? I also play Fall Guys and Minecraft. Me and my husband play that together. I haven't played that on stream yet though. And Pokemon Unite. And we played It Takes Two together. And we 100%ed it. We also 100% Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga together. And we played Stardew Valley together. Those are all good games. I have my Switch right here though, so I could tell you some more games that I have on my Switch. I got some with an eShop gift card that I was gifted, but I haven't played them yet because I have so many games to play. So I also have Smushy Come Home, Little Kitty Big City, Super Mario 3D All-Stars, Palia, Cattails Wildwood Story, Little Friends Puppy Island, Little Friends Dogs and Cats, Pokemon Cafe Remix, SpongeBob Krusty Cook-Off, Spiritfarer, Minami Lane, and I have Fortnite. Me and my husband play that together. Pokemon Diamond, Brilliant Diamond, and I think that is it. Then my husband has games on his Switch that I haven't played yet that I could take, since now they said that, you know, you can share games. You can send them back and forth with people like in your family online pack. So like he has The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and he also has Another Crab's Treasure. What else does he have? I think that's it. Maybe one more game that I can't think of right now. We usually play the same games. Oh, he has Octopath and Octopath Traveler 2. I don't know if I'm gonna play those though, because they don't seem like my type of games. I just like cozy games and easy games. On my computer, I have Toontown Rewritten and Webkins on there, so I've been playing those. So yeah, I just like cozy games, not intense hard games. I like easy games. I would say that Splatoon like isn't like a cozy game though, but it like kind of is to me, because in Splatoon I main the roller, the paint roller. So I like to just paint the map when I'm playing Turf War, and I feel like it's just satisfying to me because I'm just covering the map with like my color of ink. And it's like, you know, it's like a kid version of a shooter game. I would say it's what it is, because it's not like gory, I guess you would say, because there's no like blood or like whatever. I guess a lot of games don't have blood, but it's like it's not as intense. It's like colorful and bright and nice and rainbowy. It's not intense, I feel. So even though there's like you have to like kill people and kill the other team to advance, it's still like fun. I guess maybe if that's all you're doing, because some people just do that in the game and then they have their teammates paint, but I'm more of a painter. I like to ink everywhere, and I think it's satisfying just doing that. So even though it's like not a cozy game, it like is to me in a way. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's how I feel. And now, let's see. My favorite color is green. And my favorite food is pizza, I would say. Vegan pizza. I am vegan as well, if you didn't know. So I went vegetarian when I was 12. So August of 2012, because I'm 25 and it's 2025. So August of I don't know the exact day. I think it's August 1st though. Yeah, I think it's August 1st of 2012. I went vegetarian because my friend asked me to. She was like, we should do this. So I was like, yeah. And then she stopped and I kept going. And now I'm vegan. So vegetarian when I was 12, and then on my 5-year vegetarian anniversary when I was 17, so August 1st, 2017, I went vegan 5 years later. So now I've been vegan for, I'm thinking vegetarian. No animal products since I was 12 and I'm 25, so that's 13 years, but vegan since 17. So that is, what's 12 minus 5? 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. 7 years. Right? Is that right? I think so. I think it is. So I have been vegetarian 13 years, vegan 7 years. I think that's right. So 2012 when I was 12, 2017 when I was 17, now here I am at 25. So vegan, so favorite food, vegan pizza. Favorite candy, Lindt has a vegan chocolate. It's like, well, they have, which one do I like better? Because they have like a bar, but they also have like truffles, like circle truffles. I would say my favorite candy is vegan Lindt truffles. The dark chocolate ones that are in a circle, those are good. I think they're oat milk, did I say that? And they are very good. My favorite restaurant, see, I think fast food and just regular restaurant are different. I'm gonna say fast food. Well, I was gonna say Chipotle for fast food, but then I was gonna say, I say fast food has like a drive-through. But then I'm like, Chipotle doesn't have a drive-through though. So maybe I should pick one that doesn't have a drive-through and one that does have a drive-through. At first I was gonna say my favorite restaurant is Olive Garden, and then my favorite fast food is Chipotle, but I think we're gonna change it since Chipotle doesn't have a drive-through. But I would still say Chipotle is like fast food. People say fast casual. I think that's the terminology for it, but I was just gonna say Olive Garden because my husband and I had our first date at Olive Garden, and then we had Olive Garden catered to our wedding. So because it was our first date, it's like special, Olive Garden's like special, and we go there for anniversaries. So my favorite nice restaurant, Olive Garden is a nice restaurant to me. Okay, my favorite nice restaurant is Olive Garden. My favorite restaurant is Chipotle. My favorite fast food restaurant, so that's with a drive-through, I would say probably Taco Bell because I love Baja Blast. I love Baja Blast. I could drink one every day. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with soda, pop. I love it. I'm addicted, and I'm addicted to Slurpees. I get a Slurpee every day, 7-Eleven. So I would say 7-Eleven is my favorite store. My favorite drink would be a Slurpee or a Baja Blast. And let's see, my favorite cake and icing for my cake, I would say chocolate cake and chocolate icing, vegan. My favorite cookie would be chocolate chip. My favorite Slurpee flavor is Coke. My favorite kind of chips is spicy sweet chili Doritos are vegan. The ones on the purple bag, those ones are vegan. So those are my favorites. My favorite movie, I think, would be the High School Musical movies. And if I had to rank them, I would say 3 and then 1 and then 2. They're all good, but if I had to put them in order, that's what it would be, I think. 3, then 1, then 2. But they're all good. I like them all. And then my favorite Pokemon is Ponyta. So my second favorite Pokemon is Rapidash. My favorite animal is a cheetah. It's just been a cheetah since I was little, so I've just never changed it. And I don't think I will. I picked it when I was little. You know, some things you just like pick when you're little, and that's like that. People say that about like your Subway sub. Like you pick what sub you're gonna get the first time you go to Subway when you're like 7, and that's what you pick for the rest of your life. That's how I feel about my favorite animal. I picked it when I was little, and I've just never changed it. And then cheetahs are cool. I picked it because when I was in elementary school, I liked to run. I was a fast runner. I would do good in gym class, you know? It's kind of funny, but I like to run, and I wanted to be fast like a cheetah. So I'm gonna keep it a cheetah to this day and for forever. And my favorite Subway sub is the veggie one. I get all the veggies on it. Let's see, I get extra pickles, and my husband gives me his pickles too. I got lettuce, spinach, cucumbers, banana peppers, red onions, sometimes tomatoes. It really depends. Sometimes jalapenos. I think that's it. And then we put our own vegan cheese on it. And then we put chips on it. We usually get regular potato chips, or we get spicy sweet chili Doritos and barbecue chips. We put all the chips on there. And then sometimes I'll do mustard, or sometimes I'll do Italian dressing. And those are what I like on my Subway sub, and it's good. My favorite vegetable is probably carrots, because I like to dip them in hummus. And I was gonna say this at the beginning when I said my name and everything and my age, but my pronouns are she, her, hers, if you didn't know. And then my favorite fruit is raspberries. My favorite musical, that's what I was gonna say too. So that's one of the biggest things so I have a BFA in theater. My full BFA title is a BFA in theater and interpretation with an acting/directing concentration. So I have a theater degree, I have an acting degree, and I want to be an actor. And I graduated from college in 3 years instead of 4, even though most college degrees are a 4-year path. I crammed everything into 3 years because I took a gap year and I moved to New York for 1 year. And then after 1 year, I moved back, and then I went to school. So I still wanted to graduate at like the same time that I would have graduated before if I hadn't taken a gap year. So I squeezed everything into 3 years. So, a theater degree. I want to be an actor. That's my dream. My dream is to be on Broadway, but also I would love to be in TV shows and movies too. Anything really. I just want to be an actor. That's my dream. And I also was in band. I was in marching band all 3 years that I went to college, all 4 years of high school. And then, you know, I was in regular band in middle school, so all 3 years of middle school. So in regular band during class, I played the clarinet, and then I also in high school played the alto saxophone in jazz band. And then in marching band, I marched color guard, and I could spin flag and rifle and saber. And I also marched winter guard a couple of years in high school. And then I was going to march winter guard in college, but I had to do some shows. I had to be in shows for my major. So I wasn't able to do Winter Guard because it had conflicting schedules, which is sad. So yeah, very sad. Anyway, that leads me to my favorite musical, which I would say my favorite musical is The Last 5 Years. And Kathy is one of my dream roles. I think another one of my dream roles is Catherine in Newsies, but I don't know how to tap dance, so that's gonna be an issue. I gotta go learn that. And my favorite play probably would be The Tempest by Shakespeare, because my biggest role that I've had is Miranda in The Tempest. So The Tempest just holds, you know, a special place in my heart because it's the biggest role I've ever had so far. So my favorite play would be The Tempest, but mostly for that reason. And let's see, my favorite song. I have a lot of favorite songs. They're all musical songs though. Let's see. I think one of my favorite songs is I Can Do Better Than That from The Last 5 Years. Let's pick another one. Not from the one that I just mentioned. Oh, I like Pulled from the Addams Family. I'm thinking of songs in my songbook, my audition book. I have a lot of The Last 5 Years songs in there. I'll think of one more that's in my songbook. Oh, I have When He Sees Me from Waitress. And I recently saw Waitress. I saw it on Broadway when I lived in New York, but I recently saw a local production of it, so that was fun and it was really good, and I cried. It was so good. So moving on, I think my favorite, let's see, which one was I looking at? My favorite, YouTuber. My favorite YouTuber would be Froggy Crossing. She makes lots of Animal Crossing videos, as you can probably tell from the name, and she also makes other types of videos, like other cozy games and like thrifting videos and whatnot. I just like her a lot. Let me see. Oh, I think one of the good questions on this list says, what is the greatest accomplishment of your life? Other than marrying my husband and getting my college degree, one of my biggest accomplishments was that I had perfect attendance in school from first grade to my senior year of high school. And I have awards for all of that. I got my first award, in first grade, and I was like, dang, like I need to get this award every year because I feel like this is a big accomplishment. So in school, I was never sick. I was never ever sick, like ever. And I went to school every single day from first grade to my senior year of high school. I had perfect attendance, and I don't think anybody else can really say that. I feel like that is a rare accomplishment because a lot of people, it's not their fault. They get sick, and some people just can't go to school sometimes. They get sick, they have other things to do. They have doctor's appointments, dentist appointments, whatever. Sometimes you can't reschedule things or whatnot, but I was able to do it. I planned everything around school so I could go to school, and I was never sick, which was a blessing during that time. So yeah, perfect attendance from first grade to my senior year of high school. I used to say it was second grade to my senior year of high school, but I just found recently the certificate, the award for first grade too, so that's pretty cool. And I have all of the awards. I have a booklet of them, and I showed it, you know, at my grad party, high school grad party, when you show all the things that you've got, and you have your picture board, and then you show all your achievements. I had my book of my awards in there, so I was very proud of that. So that's one of my greatest accomplishments. One of the, it's not related, but one of the questions on here reminded me that me and my husband went to Japan for our honeymoon. So I feel like that is a big thing, and it was really fun. We see so many TikToks. We saw way more before now, but I still get a lot every day. But we've seen so many TikToks of going to Japan, and you know, we really like the culture, and we just thought it would be really fun to go because we got so many videos of all these cool things, and we're like, that will be our honeymoon. You know, I feel like a lot of people pick, like, I feel like honeymoons are usually shown as like tropical vacations, just like sitting on the beach, sitting by the pool. And we didn't want to do that. We like, when we take a trip, we want to take a trip and do things. We don't want to be just laying around all day, which is fun for some people, but we don't think we would ever really want to do that. You know, if we travel, we want to actually travel. So we went to Japan for our honeymoon right after we got married. We got married at like, I think it was at 4 p.m. and then 4 p.m. or 3 p.m. I think it was 4 p.m. And then we had our reception right after until 10 p.m. and it was by like our parents' house, and then we drove back to our house 2.5 hours, and then we got ready, and then we went to the airport right after, and then our flight was at like 6 a.m. so we just stayed up all night. So we went on our honeymoon right after we got married, which was really fun. And we went for 2 weeks, and it was super fun. And that was the first time that I live in Michigan, so technically no, because I've been to Canada, but Canada is like right outside of the country. Because me, like where I used to live, like by my parents' house, they live around like the Detroit area, so we were like right there next to Canada. So Canada's like, I don't consider it outside the country since it's right next to us, right across the river, but like it is a different country. So besides Canada, and I live in Michigan, so it's not really that big of a deal. Besides Canada, that was the first time I've been out of the country. I guess you could say that's the first time I've been around the whole world and took a flight that long. The flight was like, I don't remember if it was 12 or 13 or 14. It was around there, hours, and it was really long. But it was worth it, and we had a great time. We loved it so much. We had so much good vegan food and did so many fun things. We went to Tokyo and Kyoto and Osaka and Nara, and it was so fun. So that was fun. So I've been to Japan and Canada and Michigan and New York. The ones I haven't mentioned, we went to California for our 1-year wedding anniversary, so that was fun. I've been to Florida because my family lives down there. I went to Ohio for Cedar Point. I went to Chicago for a band trip one time, and then one time again when me and my husband went to a Twice concert. So Chicago, Illinois. Illinois. I think it's just Illinois. I went to New Mexico for band for a bowl game. And then I think all the other states that I've been to, I've just drove through, like when my parents drove me to and back from New York. I don't really know which ones you go through. I think you go through New Jersey. So I have been to New Jersey, but I haven't, you know, stopped in there, just drove through it. So whichever states you have to go through from Michigan to New York, I've been to those. And I think that's it. I think that's all the places I've been. And I want to go more places. I want to go everywhere in the world and visit everywhere. I have so many places that I want to go. I have so many things I want to do. So hopefully I can do them all. Let's see, what else? What else do we have? My favorite holiday is probably Christmas. One of these questions says, what skill would you most like to learn? And it reminded me that I'm currently trying to learn Japanese right now. I'm using the app Bluesky. I was using Duolingo, but apparently they're bad now, so you can't use them, I guess. So I'm using Bluesky, and I don't think Bluesky is bad. So that's one I've been using, and I think it's been working good. So that is a skill I would like to learn. I would also like to learn just so many skills, and I see TikToks about this all the time, that it's like, I want to go to so many places and learn how to do so many things and have so many hobbies, but I don't have the time now. Never have the time in my whole life to do everything in the world. And I'm like, I feel that so much. I want to do everything in the world. I don't have the time. I want to travel the world and do everything that I can. So what skill would I most like to learn? Can I say every skill ever in the whole world? But I think one of them would be learning Japanese, and I'm trying to right now. So we're working on it. Should I try to pick a different one? Because that's one that I'm currently doing. A skill. I think that I would like to be better at video games. I think that I'm good at them to a certain extent, but some of them are just pretty hard for me, and I have to get my husband's help with some things in some of the games I play. So I think that's what I would like. I would like to get better at video games. That would be nice. Let's see. What is my favorite dessert? Oh, and that goes with another one that I saw. What's your favorite ice cream flavor? So if you know the brand Breyers, it's Breyers. Breyers. They have a vegan chocolate ice cream, and I've been waiting forever for a plain vegan chocolate ice cream. Like, there are a few vegan brands, like So Delicious, and Ben & Jerry's has a vegan flavors, but Ben & Jerry's has like chocolate brownie, and like the So Delicious has vegan chocolate chip something. And I just wanted a plain vegan chocolate ice cream, and nobody had that. Like, they would have plain vanilla, but they didn't have plain chocolate. Like, some people don't want everything in their ice cream. Like, I do like the other types of ice cream, other flavors, but sometimes I just want it plain. And I think most of the time I want it plain. And Breyers, they finally did it, and they made a plain vegan chocolate ice cream in a nice tub, because usually vegan ones have been coming in just a pint. Like, no, I want a big tub of ice cream, okay? So they have that, and that is my favorite ice cream, and it has been my favorite dessert. And we've also been buying ice cream cones, like cake cones from the store, to make our own ice cream cones. So that has been really good recently as well, just making our own little vegan ice cream cones. It's so good. I recommend, if you have the Breyers brand near you, you should try it. The other vegan flavors they have are plain vanilla and also cookies and cream, I believe. Oh, and I also think they have, maybe they don't have plain vanilla, maybe, no, I think they do have plain vanilla. And then it's cookies and cream, and then they also have a mint chip one. So if you want those, they have those. Let's see, what else? What is my favorite movie genre? I would probably say love and romance, and that's my favorite genre with everything. Books, animes, mangas, movies. My favorite genre would be romance. It would be love, because I love love. And I just want to feel happy all the time, and I want to watch cute movies. So I would say romance. Romance genre for everything. The next place that we want to travel to would be Korea, South Korea, and then we also, my husband took German in high school. I took Spanish in high school for 2 years, and when I was doing Spanish Duolingo before this, you know, I don't use it anymore, I thought that I was doing pretty good. Like, I could speak it like pretty well, but now I haven't done it in a long time, so I only remember a few words now. But I took it 2 years in high school, and then I was still learning on the app for a couple of years, but I stopped a couple of years ago, and now this year I've been learning Japanese. So I know a few Spanish words, but I wouldn't be able to speak it and know what people are saying as good as I could a few years ago. I thought I was pretty good. But my husband took German in high school. I think he took it all 4 years, and he's currently doing German on Bluesky. So I know he wants to go to Germany, and we just want to go everywhere. We want to go to the UK, everyone in the UK a lot, because they have lots of good vegan food there. Yeah, we just want to go everywhere in the world. We want to visit everywhere and explore everywhere and travel everywhere, because that would be fun. And why do you want to stay in one place your whole life? We want to explore the world and go everywhere that we can. So let's see another one. Who knows you best? My husband knows me best more than anyone. If I had to pick a second person besides him, it would be my brother, I would say. What are your hobbies? Playing video games and making videos, and I do a lot of my hobbies for videos, you know, so playing games, and I've been coloring a lot, and I make that into ASMR videos, and I do eco bricking, and I've been wanting to start junk journaling. I've been collecting a lot of stuff to do junk journaling, not collecting on purpose, you know, because junk journaling is with junk, but I just keep the stuff that I think would look cute in there instead of recycling it or throwing it away. I've been keeping stuff that I think would look cute in there. So those have been my hobbies recently. I want to start the junk journaling now though. And I like to go out to eat at new places, like new places I've never tried. I think it's, you know, it's fun to go to the same places you've always been to, but recently I've been having fun going out to eat at new places that we've never tried before, because I think that that is fun. And this says, what does your average weekend look like? So, you know, during the week we usually work, and then my husband and I have date days on Saturdays every week. And then on Sundays is cleaning day usually. So I like to clean the house, you know, switch the sheets, switch the bedding, the pillowcases, everything, and clean those. So working during the week, Saturday is date day and we hang out all day, and we alternate who plans the day, and it doesn't matter if it's outside, doing outside stuff or inside stuff. We switch every week who plans it and says what we're gonna do that week. So like on last Saturday, my husband and I, it was his date day, so he planned us going out to eat, and then we just came back here and we played games together. And we've been doing that a lot for our date days, and it's usually just the person picks the food that we're gonna get that day, and then we usually have been coming back here to play games because we want to declutter more, and we want to play the games that we have like physical cartridges of, so then we can get rid of them, you know, and sell them or donate them. So then we can play our ones that we have digitally. Like I went through my digital games earlier. But yeah, we want to, you know, I don't want to say get rid of, but that's what we want to do. Get rid of our physical games and declutter. So we're trying to play all of our physical games first. So recently we've just been doing that a lot on our date days. So yeah, my date day is this Saturday now. So that's probably what I'm going to do too. It's just, we'll probably go out to eat and then we'll come back here and play games all day together in bed, playing games together, snuggled up in bed. So that's cute. I think I'm gonna pick Olive Garden for what we have in the morning, because we have a gift card for Olive Garden. So for lunch we'll get Olive Garden, and then for dinner we have another gift card for Chipotle, so I think we're gonna get Chipotle. I think that's what I would like to do. And maybe we'll also get Baja Blast after we have Olive Garden. We'll get some drinks so we can have a little drinky while we're playing games. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I just planned it here with you. You know what we're doing this Saturday, so yeah. And then Sundays I usually clean, and then we be working during the week. So yeah, that's what the weekends look like. Going down more, my favorite card game, I would say, would probably be Uno. I played that a lot when I was younger. And then board game, I would say Chutes and Ladders. That's an easy one, and I like easy games, like I said. Chutes and Ladders. My second favorite would be Candyland. My favorite season, I would say, would be winter, because I don't like to sweat. I don't like to be sweaty and hot and gross. I would much rather feel cold than hot. I don't like to feel hot at all. But if I'm a little cold, it's okay. It's not as bad as being hot, I would say. So my favorite season is winter, and I like the snow. I just like the vibes of winter, especially since my favorite holiday is Christmas. I just like the vibes of wintertime and snow and Christmas time. I just really like it. My favorite letter would be J, just for my name. I like the letter J, and for my capital J's, a lot of people don't draw the line on top, but I draw the line on top. Some people just draw J, just line and swoop. I put the line on the top, so with the J with the line on the top. And my favorite number would be 14, because that is Troy's basketball number in High School Musical, and High School Musical is one of my favorite movies, like I said earlier. So it's been 14. My favorite number has been 14 ever since I was little. And then I would say, let's see, my favorite book, I already said my favorite book in manga is One Piece, but if I'm trying to think of another book, I think one that I read recently that I really liked and that I thought was good was Fangirl. I think it's by Rainbow. If you hear typing for a second, don't mind that. We're gonna type in Fangirl. Yeah, by Rainbow Rowell, if that's how you say it. It's very good, and they have a manga or a graphic novel of it now, so that one is good too. I've read the graphic novel too. And it's basically just the same thing as the book, just in graphic novel form, but it is pretty good. And then, let's see. I know I had one other thing that I really wanted to say. What was it? I'm not sure. My husband, his name is Zachary. I call him Zachary, little Zachary baby. That's what I call him. And this says, who do you live with? We live together. I just live with him. Do you have kids? No, and we don't want kids, so it'll just be us forever. And what concerts have you been to? I've been to a Twice concert with my husband. And then, see, I've only listened to musicals now. But when I was younger, I went to concerts with my friends, and we went to Taylor Swift and One Direction and 5 Seconds of Summer. I'm one of the ones, people think it's crazy if you went to the concerts where 5 Seconds of Summer opened for One Direction, but I went to that. And then I just went to another One Direction concert and 5 Seconds of Summer concert. So I saw Hey Violet when they opened up for 5 Seconds of Summer. And then I don't remember who opened for One Direction the other time, but when I went to see Taylor Swift, it was when Vance Joy opened up for her and Shawn Mendes. And then during her set, she brought out the main guy from Imagine Dragons, and he sang Radioactive with her. So that was pretty crazy. And I went to see Tori Kelly too. But those all were a while ago when I was in middle school and high school, and I don't really listen to music anymore. So I know some of those people are problematic now. So I do not associate with them anymore, and I don't really follow up on them. So if those people have done bad things, I'm sorry. I went to their concerts a long time ago. And I think that is it. I think those are all the concerts I've been to. And those are all the people that opened up for them, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, my husband really likes Twice. That's his favorite band, and he's seen them multiple times. So I think we're gonna stop it here because we made it to 1 hour, a 1 hour podcast all about getting to know me. So I hope that you enjoyed, and again, I'm going to make this video over on my ASMR podcast as well. So if you want to watch that one too, I'm gonna say the same exact things, but just in ASMR. So if you would like to watch that as well, you can. And all of my other links to all my other social media will be in the description of this video on YouTube. If you're watching on or listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, you can go find it on YouTube if you want to find me on everything else. So thank you so much for watching or listening, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!